Hi, my name is Chris. This is Type 2 Talk. I have a little bit of bonus content for today before I go in. It's Father's Day, and I'm about to go in and get ready for the day and hang out with the family, and we're going to go have lunch. And something that, as a diabetic, you should be considering is your family and what they're going to eat might affect you and vice versa. There are places where I'm generally not going to want to eat at. A place that's really known for pasta or things of that nature is going to be a bit difficult for me to eat at. And I'm generally going to be, can we go somewhere else? Because in the end, I'm not going to want to try to parse through their menu and figure out the one or two things that I think I could probably eat because I don't want to spike my blood glucose. That being said, with a CGM, I can now test. I can run experiments. I can say, hey, how does this affect me? So today, we're going to go to Tokyo Joe's because they have a Father's Day deal. They do it every year. If you're in their little loyalty program, your dad gets to eat free so long as there's another adult entree. I'm like, great. I'm a dad. I got two kids. We're the family. We're all going to go to Tokyo Joe's. We do the same thing on Mother's Day, at least anytime, any year we can. And she gets to eat free, which is awesome. So I'm going to go. Most of the dishes that they have there have rice in them, though. And if they don't have rice, they have udon noodles or other things. That can be a bit problematic. Well, I haven't tried their rice yet. I haven't tested it with my CGM, so that's part of what I'm going to do today. But I'm also going to. I'm actually usually going to try their. I usually try to eat their sushi. So I'm going to have the sushi, and I'm going to see how does this affect my blood glucose. And based on that, I will do different things. I'll exercise or whatever. But of course, the rest of the family, they can eat anything they want. And often, I would eat their leftovers if my wife has a bowl and it's got some rice and maybe some sauce on it. In the past, I would be like, oh, great, I love the sauce, and I would just eat it all. Of course, now I'm not going to do that. I don't have white rice anymore. I don't get to have white rice anymore, other than a small amount that might stick to, say, chicken or something. So, given all that, it's going to be a bit of an experiment. I'm going to watch it, and we're going to see kind of what can I and can't I eat. The family has had to get used to this restriction that sometimes I can't eat at a place or I can't eat a thing. My youngest likes to make spaghetti. I'm really not going to have spaghetti. If I did, it would be a very small amount because in the end, I know that's a whole bunch of really simple carbs and it's going to hit me. If I was going to eat it, it would be with a lot of veggies first. Give me some broccoli on the side. Give me water chestnuts. Give me other vegetables that I can use to offset all these carbs, these simple carbs I'm about to eat. And what protein and fat can I add to this dish, to help slow down that absorption. But the families had to get used to the fact that I have diabetes. And when I first got diagnosed, I was about to go on a trip. It was right before the eclipse here in America, April of 2024. And so I remember calling my wife and saying, hey, just so you guys know, when I get back, y'all are going to have your own dinners for, a hot minute. Because in the end, I don't know what I can and can't eat. And you guys can eat anything you want. I can't. So we've gotten used to it. And often, like if I'm cooking dinner, I'm generally going to make something I can eat. Last night I had sandwiches. I had the keto bread. And they had the normal bread. I added lettuce, which shouldn't count much as a veggie, but in my brain it counts. I like the crunchy texture too. And I had some veggies with it as well. And then later on I had an ice cream bar, and it's one of my more keto-friendly ice cream bars. Certainly I do eat a lot more keto-ish stuff, and it's not a keto diet per se. It's really a focusing on protein, some healthy fats, and then a reasonable amount of carbs diet. It's not exactly keto. It's definitely not Mediterranean. I don't eat a lot of fish. I live in Colorado. We just don't have a lot of fish here. And I don't really like fish anyways much. But my having diabetes has certainly affected, to a degree, what they'll cook or where we eat. I won't generally go to a pasta place. Even our local pizza place, I was a little worried I wouldn't be able to eat at our local pizza place where they know me. I usually go in there at least once a week with a friend of mine. And I was really kind of frustrated on this idea that I wouldn't be able to eat there because I love going there. And I've since discovered that I just won't eat the edge crust. I can eat the bottom crust, I just want to eat the edge crust, and I have to leave those crusts sort of on the plate. But guess what? When I do, my numbers are pretty reasonably well controlled. They're within my range that I'm willing to live with, and that my doctor and care team and I have all worked out. And so I can still go there. I can still enjoy it, which is great. So keep that in mind. Sort of how this might affect your family, but then also talk to your family, talk to your kids, your siblings, your spouse, your parents about, hey, like, I've got this thing, this is affecting me. It means that there's certain things I can and can't eat, and there's things I got to be aware of. Certainly, when it comes close to Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's something that I'm going to be, talking with my in-laws, where usually we go over to them, and sort of saying, like, hey, here's some, like, I can't have the rolls. Could I bring my own rolls? Or, I can't have the mashed potatoes. I'm still happy to make them, but I'm probably not going to have those mashed potatoes, but maybe I'll bring something else instead for me to eat and enjoy. So that way, I don't end up having to just have a whole bunch of turkey and vegetables that were steamed, and that's all I get, and everybody else gets all the nice good stuff. So talk to them. It's not I demand you make accommodations. It's, hey, can we do this? What do you guys think about exchanging this for that? And you may be surprised at how flexible people can be, sort of to help make sure that you don't feel like you're being excluded. But just keep in mind, they may say, hey, we all have always done this. We're always going to have these super sweet rolls. And then you just say, okay, well, that's fine. That's great for you guys. I won't have any. And you move on. Or I will have some, and then I'm going to go for, a walk afterwards. Hey, why don't we all go for a walk, And if there's a chance that other family members might themselves have type 2 diabetes, or that they're pre-diabetic, maybe you start a new tradition where you guys do go for a walk after you have your big tryptophan-containing turkey dinner, which, by the way, talk to any nutritionist or certified dietitian, certified, registered dietitian. They'll all tell you, no, you'd have to eat so much turkey for it to actually affect you, that you wouldn't. So that's something of a urban myth, but maybe you'll start a new tradition where you guys help go for a walk to help burn off some of that glucose. Maybe not. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Enjoy Father's Day.